Or this TV show.
Welcome back to Do You Remember This Movie?
Or this TV show.
Dang it, yes, or this TV show, of course. Once again, I'm here with Trent and Cam. My name is Corey. But guys, tonight I was kind of hoping we could do something a little bit different, and I was kind of hoping we could different. I want to take a trip to the mall.
Now it's time for Synopsis with Cam. The Synopsis with Cam. At the mall.
All right, guys, I got a perfect movie for you. It's called Chopping Mall.
Oh, yes.
A classic underdog story in which the oppressed working class rise up against their oppressors using lightning magic to take over the modes of production and consumerism. Also, probably the best head explosion of all time. Those are the main plot points.
I mean, pretty much. But remember, when you go to this mall, shopping's going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Yeah, that is the tagline.
I just love reading the taglines on these.
Let's find out who was in this movie.
All right, so first off, the first person or thing in this mall is the mall. All right, so like the mall is the top cast and crew on here because this mall is known for being in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, Commando, Valley Girl, Night of the Comet, Back to the Future Part 2, and Inner Space. So by far, this mall has the highest credit in this whole movie, I would think. And speaking of, the main character, Kelly Maroney, most known for being just an employee at the Sherman Oaks Mall between 1982 and 1986, because she's been in 3 of those movies I just listed.
Yeah, she's fantastic. And I don't have it in front of me, but I read on IMDb that they had cast another actress for this role.
Why would they do that?
Yeah, but then that actress had a problem with the nudity. And so they just went to her because she'll do whatever movie.
They just walked up to the Auntie Anne's and they were like,
yeah,
hey,
pretty much.
Anyone here cool with showing it all?
Well, she doesn't show the nudity, but I don't think that was ever in the script. I think that the other one had a problem with the other nudity. You know, didn't want to be around the old naked people.
Well, and the producers of Chopping Mall just walked around. They're like, hey, weren't you here in 82? She's like, yeah, I'm still working here. She's like, you got another role for me? She goes, yeah. When's your next break? We can get a couple scenes filmed. Also in this movie.
It would be sad, though, is if it worked the opposite way. Like, she looked like a mall worker so much that the only roles she could get were working in malls. And then now, just for the rest of her life, she just works in malls.
She just works at a mall.
But she didn't have previous experience working in a mall.
she was in movies and became a mall worker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what you're saying. Russell Todd in this movie, who's definitely known for being Scott in Friday the 13th Part 2. Yep, obviously we all remember Scott. I bet he died in that movie. Spoiler. And lastly, Carrie Emerson from Evils of the Night. Never heard of it.
Sounds pretty provocative.
But that's what she's known for, though. Like that's her best movie. And that is our Chopping Mall cast and crew. I'm sure Trent, you got some clips from this amazing movie that we watched separately.
I'm glad we got to do this movie.
It's a fun one.
So the first clip kind of goes along with Corey's. Of all the movies that this mall has been in, it was also in this movie. Let me rephrase that. So there's a movie inside the movie, right? And this is being shown to all the mall employees about the new security system that's going to be. So this is a movie inside the movie. But what's interesting is the mall inside this movie is the mall in the movie. I don't know if you guys noticed that. So this isn't really happening. This is I'm gonna
This
go
is a
back.
training video, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so this isn't really the movie. This is the movie being shown to the people in the movie, right? And
It's very meta.
yeah, and I wish I made this a little bit longer. If I can pause it right at the right. This Orofino. If you can remember this Orofino fine jewelers, you see them run by it like 6 times throughout the movie.
Very
Right?
popular spot.
And you can also just recognize the carpet, and then see these flags. They show these very prominently at the end.
Yes,
right?
they do.
And then there's a vitamin shop that you'll see here in a second.
Those little hands that they have are like grabber hands that you get, which you probably maybe have.
I think Trent might have one handy.
Trent might have one on his desk there. You
I
never know.
I have my dinosaur one.
I mean,
No,
close
I'm not.
enough.
I know you guys say that I'm elderly, but I don't need one of those to get things out of the cupboard yet. No. I hired the young neighbor boy to do that. But notice how loud these are.
Yeah, you're not gonna sneak up on a thief.
But we do. Let's see. Here's this vitamin store. Great Earth vitamins. So the movie in the movie was shot at the same mall they work in. It doesn't make sense. All right, speaking of things that don't make sense.
Now, is this the only mall that
Sure.
they're introducing the security at? Or is it like rolled out across the country at
That's a great question. They should have
I
brought
just
that
thought of
up.
it.
Yeah, they should have brought that up.
The first scene seems like an investor meeting or something. But yeah, you're right. It's just this one mall.
Yeah, because they're like, I work late. And they're like, it's not going to be an issue.
Brand new security team. The Protector 101 series robots. 1 week from tonight.
He says robots.
Yeah, it sounds like Zoidberg saying robots.
Protectors will begin
Okay.
their patrol.
These two people, you know what? We eventually find out that they're justified in their opinions, but I just want to mention I have worked with these two people at just about every job of my life. The people that when your fearless leader is trying to talk about a new idea, you got the two old guys from the Muppets just complaining and rolling their eyes at every single thing that's said. So anyway, I identify with this movie so well because I just imagine I put other people's faces on their faces.
The mall.
Paul, they look like the Three Stooges. Wonder if they kill cockroaches.
They could probably be programmed to.
A mere
And they think they're just hilarious.
Oh yeah, they're smartest ones. Hey, at least they're sitting in the front row, right? Not in the back.
Sure. And again, they end up being right.
I mean, ultimately, yeah.
But just not good team players.
detain intruders until the computer located on the roof can patch into the mall phone system
And that's where it all goes downhill.
and send an alarm to the police.
I don't know. That guy looked awfully dead to me.
Just neutralized. Protectors can achieve this function in a number of ways.
Okay, so this is this,
Neutralized.
and I feel like it looks like we're just gonna watch the whole movie here. But
I'm strapped in. Let's go.
yeah, really it's just what's important here is that line, right? That it looks like you killed the guy in the demonstration video, and he's like, no, he was just neutralized,
Yeah.
and he's gonna talk about how. Let's just listen.
At close range, sleep darts fired from here and here.
Sleep darts, non-lethal. This seems okay,
Just
right?
sleep darts.
Because you wouldn't give a regular mall cop a lethal weapon, right? They
Never.
don't have guns. They have like toy guns. Like they pull the trigger and a flag comes out and says
There's a
bang.
little orange tip on the end. Yeah.
Yeah, like
The flag says, "Please stop, please."
because stores lock themselves up. I mean, don't think there's a lot of like overnight mall break-ins. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe.
This was 1986. This was a different time.
Yes, I still don't.
Malls were still open. Yeah.
Okay, so
Can knock a man out in less than 30 seconds.
that's what the darks
However,
can do.
the likelihood of an intruder gating entry is greatly minimized by the steel security doors, which are time locked from midnight till dawn.
So that's the plot device of why they can't get out.
Right.
For
So it's, one more thing about
instance.
this meeting.
Lasers positioned here can cut through any sort of debris.
Why? Why?
You know, whenever you need to break through a metal door.
So for what reason? To protect them all?
Yeah.
I just don't. I was with them with the tranquilizer darts, but
Okay, I can follow that, but
the lasers that can cut through anything. I'm surprised nobody said like, could it cut through human bone?
let's test it. That would have been a great scene if they did that.
What else do I have here?
And how many are there? Are there 4 total?
There's 5.
Or are there 5? Oh, there's 5. Okay.
So I just wanted to include this now. Okay, not only how loud it is when the one is moving, it's just super loud, but also I don't know what they're doing with his mic. Like it sounds like they probably dubbed this later, but they forgot to dub this line. So you're gonna hear that I jumped the volume up way higher because I couldn't hear when I watched the movie. I couldn't hear what he says when he shows the badge and he goes scanning. That's all he says, but you couldn't hear it. So I cranked up the volume. You'll hear what a difference in volume this is.
May I see your identification badge, please?
Scanning.
They remind me of your mother. It's the laser eyes.
Thank you.
That guy sucks.
Have a nice day.
Same to you. There, you see? The system is absolutely foolproof. Now everyone connected with the mall has been issued an ID badge, so that when the secure master goes online, the protectors will make Park Plaza the safest mall in the state. Trust
Dun,
me,
dun,
Or the most
absolutely
dangerous.
nothing can go wrong.
dun. Nothing.
Absolutely nothing
I wanna
can go
talk-
wrong. God, they set it up so great, don't they?
And so now I just put this clip of Fast Times in here.
Girls, come on.
Yeah, all right, all right.
Oh wait, no, this is the movie. I identify with this guy so much.
More butter.
Yeah.
I identify with this guy so much.
More
so
butter.
subtle there. More butter.
All right. And then here we show the lightning hit the thing on the top of the roof that's controlling these robots, and that's what makes them bad.
What can't you?
That is the scene.
That's it.
Let's watch that lightning one more time.
Yeah.
Well,
Just in case we missed it.
well, and then they do show like a panel blows up for no reason.
Yeah.
Because it is 1986. We didn't know how electricity worked, right? And also, we also don't know how computers work because the robots have to actually talk to each other. Like, let's go get that guy. Okay. Like it's like they can't, they're not. I don't know. Okay. And I wanted to show this scene just because this felt like you're supposed to know what's going on here and that it's going to come back later in the movie, but it doesn't. But dad walks in on daughter making out with the sleazeball guy and then just lets them hang out more.
Wait
Yeah.
for Michael. Mr. Todd.
You had to wipe off his mouth there. Good.
I,
Gotta get your daughter off the.
I was going to dress up a little bit for the part. I was going to just chew gum this entire podcast because that dude just not stop chewing gum like at all. Even later on, I don't know if you have a clip, but later on after they hang out and wrestle, those two, he's chewing gum even after that.
Yeah, he's a bro.
He's a bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
Well, I was just telling Leslie here that
Because we don't see this dad again.
No.
Daddy. He was just telling me how he couldn't wait to take me over to Susie's house tonight for her birthday party.
And she's clearly lying. This whole scene sucks.
Oh, it's so bad.
It doesn't do anything for the movie. Like I was like, is this guy gonna be the one that saves them both, or maybe he doesn't save the son because he's you know, like, or his son doesn't save the kid because he's hitting on his daughter.
I see.
Like,
Well, I'm running late.
yep. So just get back to making out there.
All right, go ahead and do whatever you like.
I'll take care of everything.
Yes. I'm sure you will.
Because I
It's
don't.
either that or he's just given up with his daughter. He's just like, I guess that's the road you're going down. Okay.
Yeah, like
Thank God it's not 2024.
get used to working at a mall.
Yeah.
All right.
I love you too.
I feel like
This is our
main girl.
Yeah, that's Kelly.
Yeah, so she works at the pizza parlor. And I only included this scene not because I'm a creep here, but I don't understand it. Where are they in this mall? Does the mall has like a locker room?
Mm-hmm.
Like
with a payphone.
Maybe like a spot to be able to put like your belongings while you just walk around the mall.
Well, I'm gonna guess this is employees only.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose, yeah. I didn't think
But
about
just
that yet.
people walking around naked. So are they showering? Like what were they doing?
Well, you know, after a hard day of working retail, you get real hot and you gotta shower at your job.
Like a sponge bath.
Yeah, this is this definitely the whole point of this scene was to like include some extra nudity just for no reason.
Bye.
They had to hit a quota, you know.
So what do you say? You said go out and have a good time.
Oh, all right. That is bitchin'.
Boy, I wish I had it that easy. My parents still think I'm a kid. Why do I have the feeling I'm going to regret this in the morning?
Look, Allison, you've had.
And I tried something new here. Because there was no way to get this scene without the nudity, so I put some sensors in here.
Give yourself a very rough first week. You owe yourself a little blowout. Come on, it'll be fun. Okay, and just so long as I don't have to look at any more pieces. You won't, I promise. Oh, great, this is gonna be wonderful.
Little cat.
That was my cat widget. All right.
So depending on what you were blurring, that could have been a funnier joke, but
touche. That was pretty good. Was that a cat?
So okay, so we're getting right into the movie here. So this is the guy that's in he's controlling the robots and the security system, right? And really, I mean, this is up until he dies, really, this is a feel good scene. It takes you back to a simpler time when, you know, when you were allowed to freely smoke in front of sensitive equipment, and bring pornography to work. You know, let's get this back. Come on, America.
Make America. Never mind.
Actually, this is the second
sounds.
guy. Okay, so this is the second guy. I thought I left that other scene out, I feel like I did. So okay, so the first guy already died. Okay, so and that's what it was because I couldn't show his death because he's looking at pornography. He's actually killed through the pornography.
Right. Oh yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it doesn't like.
And I put Widget's head there, and then it didn't feel right to me. It didn't feel, you know, to have Widget
stabbing your cat.
Yeah. So we're not gonna. So I avoid it. But anyway, so the first security guard dies.
Yeah.
With his pornography and his cigarettes and his donut, right? So the robots that have already turned evil, what did they do with the body, the cigarettes, and the pornography? They left the donut.
Like what did the bots do with it?
Yeah, because they're not cleaning bots, right?
No, but they're curious.
But what I'm saying is, what did they?
A little bot curious.
The guy would have died right here. The pornography would have been right here. The cigarettes would still be on the.
I mean, maybe that guy came in and was like, Freaking Fred, man, always leaving his crap out here.
That's what he does about the donut.
Oh, so okay, yeah. So we see him walk into that room.
Yeah, and he's talking to the guy.
Okay.
And he's like, "Oh, you must have left early. Oh, and just leave your donut lying around here." Yeah, but where's his body, the cigarettes, and the porno? Like
that is a mystery
and
that we'll never know unless they make Trap Them All too.
And it seems out of character for the robots to clean him up, right?
Yeah, they didn't clean up anything.
Yeah.
I mean, unless like one of the main robot was like, "Hey, you're on cleaning duty," but I'm security, not tonight.
And they have nothing to fear here. Like they're not trying to not get caught. Like okay, before anybody comes in, number 5 and number 4, you guys were with me last night.
Yeah,
so
we need to straighten our alibis out. Come on.
None of Anyway, so the previous guard left his donut left a third of the donut here, and of all of the crazy stuff in this movie, this is the grossest thing ever. Blech.
You can like hear like the crunchiness of the stale donut when he put it in his mouth.
Well, also, if you see a donut torn apart, somebody either bit those ends or they've touched them. Neither. Yeah. I'm not putting that in my mouth.
No.
A free donut's a free donut, man. I don't know.
A free half a donut, a free third of a donut. It's a free donut.
So here's our other main character, played by the fabulous Tony O'Dell, who would he's from.
Did I forget him?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Oh,
and I know
my
why.
bad.
I know why you forgot him, out of spite.
Why is that?
Because he was on a show called Head of the Class, where you had one of your most favorite, not just actors but people in general, was also on that show, and you were you felt slighted that one of the B characters from Head of the Class got to be in this movie and not your favorite person in the world.
Oh God,
Dan Schneider.
Why wasn't Dan Schneider in this one?
Because he was abusing teenagers.
Yeah, he had better things to do. And he really missed out on an opportunity to abuse more teens.
We can edit that part out. Yeah.
On this set.
Dan Schneider. Okay. So he's a writer?
Yeah.
Among other things.
God. That's his first credit on IMDb. But we don't want to know his second.
Well, I would say he's most known for that documentary about his misdoings. about his like 400 accusations against him.
God.
And then iCarly close behind.
Yeah.
You know.
That dude looks like a walking acquisition, dude. Like, like he's like that dude. I don't know about him. I feel like I saw him on a Dateline show one time.
It's coming soon.
Coming soon. Yeah. So I miss Tony O'Dell. That's not what I thought you were going to say he was in.
What were you going to say? What?
I thought you were going to mention that he was Jimmy.
From Karate Kid.
Karate Kid and Karate Kid Part 2.
Yeah, but
that's where I thought you were going with.
But do you remember Jimmy from the Karate Kid?
No.
Yeah, because he was like the 7th Cobra Kai.
Okay. Yeah, no, I mainly remember him from being the acting coach on Sydney to the Max. I just made that up. I just read that. I just read it. Yeah. No, I got nothing.
I do that. This guy is not that bad of an actor for this type of movie, though, because watch when he takes his glasses off. He does because this actor does not wear glasses, right? So when he takes the glasses off, he does a really good, like, I can't see without my glasses face, which impresses me. Like you don't watch one of these movies to get, a performance, right? Yep. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. I can't.
You know who we're missing from that dance scene there? Crispin Glover. If Crispin Glover would have been in there, that would have made it even better.
There's a cool little like tidbit in that scene where they're dancing. There's like little product placements around because it's probably an actual department store, and I've been looking for it since I first saw this movie. There's a combo Casio synthesizer and boombox.
Yeah, cool.
Totally rad.
Yeah, because that was the 80s. It was like, oh, it's too heavy to carry around portable. It's, who cares?
Yeah. Just set up on a street corner with your Casio synthesizer and play along to your favorite tunes.
Oh, your portable radio weighs 57 pounds. You gotta just put it up on your shoulder. You have to put it up here.
Yeah, less strain on your, your wrist.
I only included this because I really love, the effects. I mean, I think all three of us really dig like great visual effects.
Bastards.
Again, it's not quiet. It's not.
No, like how you should be able to hear him rolling
You
up.
should have like a Walkman on or something.
What the hell is that?
Great kill, though.
What is this, you worthless pile of junk, huh? Hey, look. I'm like you, I work here. See? Huh?
Hey, I'm working here.
Shit. I knew you bastards were gonna be trouble when I first brought you in here.
Is that Robert De Niro?
That's great.
I did rewatch this scene 2 times.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Dude, he picked it up. He had to. He picked up the magazine and the cigarettes. Right?
Get out of here, you worthless thing. I just picked up a dead body and some porn.
You mean the janitor guy?
Yeah.
But what, he picked up the body too?
Sure, look like trash.
Yo, look at the teenagers around here left a body of a guy that works upstairs here.
I just gotta throw him away, just tosses him in the dump.
This guy who's still punched in?
Clocks him out for him.
All right, here, we come to fruition with why I keep mentioning how loud they are.
Your identification badge, please.
Jeez, you little bastards are quiet.
What? You little bastards are quiet.
This thing is just make it, and it's talking to him. Whoa, you scared me.
Still chewing that gum.
Here.
Okay, he's buying cigarettes and a vending machine.
Too, okay?
Yeah, right before this, him and her were wrestling, and they get done, and she's like, "Go get a cigarette or whatever." And what he said, like, "I think so and so might have some Camels here." She goes, "I only smoke Virginia Slims," and he's like, "What?" And like talks her into going down, or she talks him into going down to go get those, and then look what happens to him. She did it also say, hurry back. But
well, and I do miss cigarette machines, because
they got them in Vegas. Sorry,
it was just so much easier for minors to get cigarettes back then.
You just throw a couple bucks in. There you go.
What have we done, America?
We need cigarette machines and malls back. I'm making a list.
Okay, so this got him with the dart.
Yeah, so he should go to sleep in 30 seconds, they said, right?
Okay, so he's
5 seconds.
He's not a threat to this thing anymore.
He's neutralized.
Yeah, but then it just takes out his jugular off screen.
I think it should have just put a cigarette in his mouth.
And lit it and then went away.
The dangers.
Smoking kills.
Okay, so I feel like I put too many clips. I'm already.
That's right. This is from Jurassic Park, right here, right?
No, but this lady is she drives me nuts here. This is like, so it reminded me of another scene from another movie. So let me just play this for you guys.
I can't stand this anymore. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here.
Hold up.
I gotta get out of here. I've gotta get out of here. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Please, let me handle this.
I've gotta get
Yeah.
Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this part. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you wanted on the phone.
This is Airplane, right? Yeah, I love cartoons. Yeah.
I'll handle this.
I've gotta get out of here.
Got a freaking revolver. Let me handle this.
That's all I could think of when I saw that scene. All right, and then here's where the movie starts to make sense less. Go ahead.
It kind of reminds me of a scene from the other movie that we're going to talk about tonight.
Oh, I know. No, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Okay, so this is their this doesn't make any sense. It's because they had somebody came up with how to make the elevator blow up. I'm sure, like one of the tech guys was like, I think I can get this where it'll look like this thing blew up because we can have the elevator go down and then off camera we can just have So,
but how far down do you think that elevator can go?
To the first floor.
You don't think it can go
way down?
Way down?
Way down? No.
Yeah. No. Okay.
No, like a kiss. Yeah. So, but here's the problem that I have with this. If they can't get the door open because of the electronics have been shut down by these robots, then how did they get the elevator to go down?
I didn't think that'd work.
It hurts to try.
No, I guess not.
Give me a hand, guys. Let's pry this baby open. Come on.
And lucky for them that the elevator just happened to be on that floor.
True.
You know, I gotta worry.
I think in this kind of mall is probably a 1 out of 3 chance, right? But
Freddy's gotta worry. Yeah. Look, what if these things can read our minds? They're gonna be awful mad when they get to me.
All right.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. Give me the gun.
Anyway, what I'm saying is, it doesn't make sense if you had to pry the doors open because electronics don't work. That once you were inside the thing, you were able to get it to work. It just doesn't make sense. And also,
no,
we'll move on.
Like if it's not going to work from the outside, why? It's not going to work from the inside. No, just take the stairs at this point, right?
Yeah, and then this is just me picking on this movie for the rest of the time here, but this doesn't work either. So this has one of those drop down things at the mall, right?
Gates, right?
Gates. And they're like, they can just open the gates. And he's like,
Can't
no.
lock them, they'll get through.
Maybe so. Maybe not.
Let's go.
That didn't even work for the second that he did it.
Like fell out.
He may have just made that door easier to open.
You just unlocked it, dude.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
And then I'm trying to remember what I have next. Oh, everybody in this movie is just an idiot when they get under fire. Everybody. They just stand it's weird because sometimes they'll take cover and then they'll come out to look, right?
It's like the dude in the middle there. He played like backyard army with his friends with toy guns. The other two guys look like they've never held a gun or a toy gun in their entire life.
Could have heard that.
Like the dude in the middle is like, "Let's go!"
Hey, fellas, we got company.
That didn't take very long.
I feel like the one guy with glasses probably would be better if he just took his glasses off and shot.
Oh yeah.
Go for it.
And how many shots do you take at something to realize that that's not going to do anything? It's not like, you know what, 70 or 80 more of these shots into this thing. I think it's going to go down.
Isn't that like the ultimate question in like every action movie or any just any movie in general? Like just keep shooting it. That's America right there. Keep shooting it. That was one of my favorite lines in the movie.
It's an amazing line. And actually, I think the actress does a great job delivering it. But I love the dialogue between her, the girl in the flannel. I don't know the characters' names, but and then the guy in the glasses, right? Just watch this. The overreaction is just amazing.
They could be out there.
Yeah, at least we're safe here for the moment.
Yeah, for the moment. Those things can go anywhere they want.
You know, maybe we'd all stand a better chance if we split up.
Are you kidding? The moment any one of us go out there, we're dead meat. Yesterday's news.
Damn it, Freddie, will you stop it? Will you just stop it?
You said yesterday's news.
Linda.
It's great.
Linda, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you.
It's almost like when she said we should split up, he just wanted to be like, are you stupid? like split up? Like, you'd never split up. But yeah, and then Plaid is the overacting award for this one.
Yeah, but she gets the award-winning line here.
They should have cued like music behind it.
I guess I'm just not used to being chased around a mall in the middle of the night by killer robots.
I'm sorry, what? I mean, you think any of us are used to being chased around the mall at night? I like how she had to point out the fact that it was at night. I don't know why. If you were being chased around in the mall by killer robots in the day,
she's done that. She's done that.
She's done that before.
Yeah, that's happened.
But at night, yeah, she wins. That's the best line in the whole movie.
My favorite cut scene of the movie, I guess, or I don't know if you want to call it. Yeah. Okay. So check this out. So there's two of these, and I just put them right next to each other. They're from two different spots of the movie, but it's the same scene.
Protector 1 to level 2. Detain intruder.
Notice like the railing here. You know, and he's turning his head, but he's saying something in this scene, right? But now he's not saying something. He just reused this. I was like,
he just literally just reused the scene.
Yeah, and they use half of the scene, so they use it 2.5 times. You know, because you know how expensive it is to get a robot on an escalator. And then these people. They just deserve to die. But I also want to know, like, okay, who's who's this is like a Cushman? I don't know. I don't know the name of this. You know, the ones I remember driving like at a factory was like made by Cushman. But it's like a little cart, like a golf. It's a half a golf cart, right? They just left this sitting around in the mall. Like, this would be something that your maintenance guys or your security guys would drive. They don't have security guys. They have security robots, and they don't have their licenses. And then the janitors already went home, and you wouldn't think that one janitor would. You can't put that mop bucket on here. So why is that out? And then why did they leave their keys in there? There's just a lot of irresponsibility here. That's all I'm saying. Hold on. I jumped ahead.
Do you think the robot killed the janitor, like electrocuted him because he was the one who discovered the body and the pornographic material? I'm still on that. And the cigarettes, the robot was like, gotta get rid of him. He knows too much.
He's onto us. Okay, so this lady just deserves to die because she's just out in the open. Right? Not behind the covers.
Yeah, it's just like going berserk.
Oh. This is just dumb. Kamikaze.
Yeah. Loads up.
I found their
There
weakness.
was-
We just gotta bonk them.
Just gotta bonk them and they blow up. There was a scene before that where excuse me, the main girl, she like rolled up her like shirt and like broke through the glass. So I don't know if you remember that, but like it almost looked like if you watch it closely, you see the glass shatter just like a
second
before she goes through it. Yeah.
Yeah, so here's our big end, right? This is the big ending of the movie.
With the flare.
Yep. Good thing she had the smarts to grab one of those earlier, you know?
And I gotta say before you hit play, this punchline is just it didn't hit that well. Maybe you disagree, but
my punchline?
No, what she says.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Let's see let's see what By the way, who goes to the mall to get paint? Like, you're gonna buy like 8 gallons of paint and like, walk it through the mall.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't remember which state ramp you parked on. It's in Hawaii or Alaska.
Oh my gosh!
It's on complete other sides of the mall.
It reminds me of the time I bought there was a sale at Target, and I forgot where I parked, and I walked around with like a 65
with a giant TV in your yard.
Yeah. Like with like, and I kept like hitting my button on my keys, you know.
So you're walking. So her right before she threw that, her line was,
"Have a nice day."
Have a nice day. Like, oh, was that the robot's line?
Yes.
Okay, so it fits a little bit. Okay. Okay,
Well,
I'll give her a
and
little
also
bit
Terminator. You know, she was like, they're gonna make another Terminator movie here. I gotta say the "Have a nice day" line. You know, like that's on the plaque when you walk in the mall. It says people that got to say "Have a nice day," and it's her then Schwarzenegger. You know. So she throws a flare into the paint store as this thing goes in there and it blows it up. But it takes a glorious death because it gets immortalized in the super cool
Just keep going.
But check this out. So he's like in this. Oh, there's a good see the little grabbers. Yeah. She's like, I'll be able to reach things on the highest shelves with this.
Someone left the paint shaker on too long.
It's doing a pose like it won. Like, it's hard to explain here. Maybe you're not seeing what I'm looking at.
No,
yeah.
It's almost like it just scored a touchdown.
That's perfect.
And that was our movie.
Yay! We got another one though.
Yes.
We do have another one, and before we get into it though, do you think this movie would have been better with Crispin Glover though?
Oh, of course. If he was, especially if he was one of the robots
dancing.
Yeah,
what was dancing?
And speaking of the robots, I read I don't want to take credit for this idea I read this online that another robot movie that came out right around the same time was Short Circuit, right? And the two movies are almost the exact thing, but the opposite plots, right? That these were made to be protector robots, and they end up killing people. Yep. And in Short Circuit, he was designed to hurt people, but he became a protector. And so now the debate is which movie's better. And of course, nobody in 2024 is watching Short Circuit and going, "This is a good movie." But people who watch Shopping Mall, they're like, "This is."
They're loving it.
Yeah,
it's Schindler's List.
This is important. It's important. Historical.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. So that was a fun mall. The Sherman Oaks Mall is always a fun one. But you guys want to go to the other mall across town?
Sure.
Let's do that.
And once again, it's time for the Synopsis with Cam. The Synopsis with Cam.
All right. For our second film, we have Point Blank. A gang of wacky ruffians escape from jail and celebrate the way any of us would, going to the mall. They tell each other things with shaky voices, so you know it's serious. They do things in slow motion so that the action heroes look like they're physically fit. I know I'm supposed to be writing a plot synopsis, but no spoilers from me this time. This plot wraps up in the most epic way possible. You gotta see it.
Well, don't forget that these guys in this movie are the most dangerous criminals in Texas, and they're seriously out of control. Seriously. You want to know who they are? I'll tell you. All right, first things first. Frederick Forrest is in this movie, guys.
Outstanding.
Frederick Forrest is in this movie, and you probably know him for his role as the surplus store owner in the movie Falling Down.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, you actually might remember that one.
Yeah, I like Falling Down.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's something I've always thought of, really, of doing, like, every day.
Every single day.
Every day.
Should we do that movie, or is that too serious of a movie?
A little serious of a movie.
So should we do that with Schindler's List, maybe?
Yeah.
Tie those two together. Or maybe we should do Logan. We'll do Logan, black and white, and then Schindler's List since it's black and white. There's the connection. Danny Trejo is in this movie, guys. Dude. I think this might have been before the tattoo as well. I don't. Do we see his back tattoo? He has a back tattoo of Selma Hayek. It's not really her.
He's covered in paint for most of the movie, and then
from the Ellis Paint Shop from the other mall.
Yeah, and then he also he's covered in I think it's powdered sugar.
I think that's what it is. Yeah, powdered sugar, maybe baking soda.
Yeah.
There is a lot of powdered sugar and other stuff in this movie. But last but not least,
what's Danny Trejo? What do we know him from?
Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Danny Trejo. Obviously, everybody remembers him from the trilogy that is Spy Kids. I mean, those are his biggest movies. They actually might have been his biggest movies. Maybe not.
It's pretty, and you got to give him super credit because it's hard to like outshine the kids.
And he did
in a movie called Spy Kids. So.
Speaking of powdered sugar, this next guy, Mickey Rourke, is known for his role as the cook in a movie called Spun. So that's about they're making like baking soda and stuff in that movie, but a little shinier, I guess we'll say. So those are our top three. I'm sure there are other folks. There's Paul Ben Victor is in this movie. You guys aren't familiar with him? Yeah, me either. And Kevin Gage sounds like a wrestler name. I'm just reading off of IMDb.
Oh, when you said you wanted to do this movie, you were like, and Kevin Gage is in it. So I was like, oh.
Yeah. Dude, this is Kevin Gage's best movie, but usually most people like him from G.I. Jane as the instructor Pyro. Yep. He was also in Heat and Con Air and Blow. Yeah, dude, Kevin Gage is awesome. What are we talking about?
Who's in Con Air?
He's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
He played Nicolas Cage.
Kevin Gage plays Nicolas Cage. Yeah. I love it. But in all seriousness, he was a character named Billy Joe. He was the bar harasser.
Okay.
Anyways,
there we go.
Let's see some clips from this wonderful movie called Point Blank, not to be confused with Point Break.
The other 3 Point Blanks.
Yeah, there was a lot of Point Blanks. I had never heard of this movie until we were talking about what movies to do next, and even when we were talking about what movies to do next, I didn't hear this movie because this wasn't one of the ones that we were going to do next.
It was kind of on a left field there, but it worked out because I mean we're talking malls here, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of the mall happenings here. So I wanted to start off the clips with kind of two notable things. One is the music in this movie.
Dude,
if you like just general guitar noodling over a loosely Lynyrd Skynyrd-esque riff, you'll need this soundtrack in your house. This this music with the guitar just riffing over this music is the entirety of the movie except for two scenes, right? And it
really is, yeah.
And none of it fits or makes sense with the movie, but and then also wanted to point out in the credits here. Go ahead.
Right before this, because it opens up with like kind of a rocking, like a kind of a rock kind of song, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then it kicks into this where it's like completely different tone of the movie. You're like, wait, what am I going to watch?
Yeah, I didn't clip it, but yeah, when the movie first starts off, you almost think you're watching My Cousin Vinny. Right?
Sure,
it has that same kind of like Southern rock, upbeat thing, and then the prisoners are in a. That's the movie, right? The prisoners are in a getting transferred in a bus. And then the bad guy gets his henchmen, who are conveniently all with ski masks for the rest of the movie, and they're like the again Star Trek with the shirts, like the you just know they're gonna bite it because they don't get any speaking lines or FaceTime, right? And you also don't have any idea how many there are. But back to the beginning here. After we see that, then we get to see the credits. And I just wanted to point out not just the music here, but the credits. Or like this seemed interesting to me that 3 people were responsible for this story. Right? It took 3 people to conjure this story, right? And also, I always think it's funny when they do this. So it's Daniel Raskov and Corey Solomon, ampersand Chuck Konzelman.
Carrie Solomon.
Sorry. All right.
Yeah.
So keep the cast and crew straight.
Sure.
Which is funny because
it's not my job.
Because there is one more 4th credit on IMDb as writing credits. James Bannon. He
fought for that later.
I need to be credited on this movie. Dang it,
guys! I was the one who came up with where it should be at a mall.
What's funny is that he's the first one credited on IMDb for being one of the writers.
Well, so this is just the story. This is what it's based
good
on,
point.
Right?
Good point.
So check this out. Oh my God!
Oh, there he is.
So the screenplay took 4 people.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. My bad.
2 different teams.
Yeah.
They just both wrote.
It couldn't just be all
split up into different groups and then both submitted a final draft.
If you haven't seen this movie before, it's amazing that one person wrote it. Like this is like this is not a good movie. So let's get it.
I'm pretty sure they probably wrote this. Go ahead.
In the bottom right corner, if you zoom in really, really, really closely, it says "and cocaine."
The cocaine wasn't a prop.
Yeah, that was real.
They just had it, and they're like, we could put this in the movie too.
Trejo actually just brought it with him. Or they needed him. They're like, we need to elevate his performance more. Let's just throw some coke in this movie.
I have a fun tidbit about Danny Trejo elevating his performance in this movie.
Yeah.
Apparently, all the things that he does with ladies.
Oh yeah, so that I read that too. I read this too.
That's just him, just like being like, "This is what my character would do," and they were like, "Yeah, that's not in the script." And he's like,
"Yeah, look all that."
Yeah.
That's
he just rolled the cameras.
Which you would think that he would get some screenplay credit there.
Yeah.
So that all of that.
Yeah, was
whatever you
tacked on, which makes sense because it has different music too. It actually sounds like it has the music from Chopping Mall.
Around here, and let me check.
I include this just because it seemed weird. It seemed out of place. Like,
Outside in 5.
Did you hear Alanis is coming to Dallas?
is it like Alanis Morissette?
Girl, the show sold out already.
It's got to be.
Expect.
This is '98,
Nobody
so
ever comes to Fort Worth.
Nobody ever comes to Fort Worth, and that's like a joke. Like it ends like a still shot on her. You know, like nobody ever comes to Fort Worth, and then guns blazing. Like it's.
Is that like a thing? Like everyone comes to Fort Worth, or just like
it does. It's
or it's a joke because she says it, and then the guns start blazing.
Yeah. It's like nothing ever happens here because we're so boring in Fort Worth, and then all this, this chaos. Okay, so we're still right in the beginning of the movie. This is where the problems with the movie start.
This is where I guess, right off the bat it starts.
Yeah. So why did they have to go into the mall guns blazing?
It's a great question.
If they would have just walked in the mall, would anybody have suspected them? I mean, it's Fort Worth; they can carry guns, right? I mean, like it's right? The plot is so flimsy. It just doesn't make sense. It's a nonsense action. I mean, it's clearly there. It's clear to me, at least. Maybe you guys didn't catch this, but it feels like this is Die Hard in a mall.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. But they wanted to up it. You know, they didn't want to get like a half actor like Bruce Willis. They got a guy who is a perfectionist at his craft. Right?
You know what would have helped the mall and what could have prevented all this from happening? Robot security guards.
But they wouldn't have been active during the day.
True, because you could never be chased by robots during the day through the mall.
But there's some neat things here. Like we're under construction. Please excuse our mess. Those people, because of their expansion that they're doing at that store or moving into that store, were spared.
Yeah.
Right. You know, those people were probably like, I'm not going to get my $7 an hour for a couple weeks while they redo the store, but man,
I won't die.
Yeah, I won't die.
I think that sign should be put up on highways and construction sites. I think that'd be excuse the mess while we do this. I'd respect that more. Be like, all right, cool. Thanks for putting a sign up.
And then Corey wanted me to point out this guy who you can't not notice him before even where he gets his moment to shine because of his bright hair, yet his super red beard. Like one of those has to be manipulated. I don't believe that a person can just be that way naturally.
He's actually the coke dealer they brought on site.
I just want to know,
how many coke trucks are we going to make during this?
Is he bleaching the hair or is he reddening the beard? Like, I just want to know which. I don't know which way it goes. That's not natural.
I love how he's just like, I can do this.
It's slow motion.
It's not slow motion. That's how he gets shot. That's why he gets shot.
Yeah.
the jump and then
build a bear.
And yeah, he was buying a bear.
So, also talking about Die Hard, there's a bear in Die Hard. I'm just putting these connections together. I'm telling you, like both these movies, Chop 'Em All and what the hell is this called? Point Blank and Point Blank were filmed like during other movies being filmed, and they're like, "Hey, can we use your set for like 5-10 minutes? We gotta film a scene for another movie that no one's gonna watch." Except for three dudes.
The three dudes
on a podcast called "Do You Remember This Movie?"
Okay, this is really the biggest clip I have here.
I hate her.
And so I don't understand. It looks like most of these people are mall employees.
Employees, some are, customers, I think. Well, the mall was closing.
Yeah. So, but I think they don't say, but I believe she was a mall walker. She's dressed like a mall walker.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Which I didn't know if that existed in the 80s yet. I feel like that's a. Oh, this is the 80s.
This is 98.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Yep. Thank you for reminding me, because when the first time I watched this movie, the service that I used said it was 1988.
Really?
And so yes, you're right. It's 1998.
But it does take. Yeah. Fact check it. 98. Yeah.
But
also, it kind of serves her right. Then she was just a freeloader.
Yeah, like I've never, I'm not going to get on a rant, but
Please do.
I've never understood mall walkers, and I'm not criticizing anybody who does it, but I'm just saying I don't understand it because, okay, if you lived close enough to walk to the mall, couldn't that have been your walk? Okay, and then if you don't live close enough to walk to the mall, that means you drove to go walking. And that seems weird. So, anyway, that's my rant over. Okay.
Would we consider this lady the woman in pink? Is she wearing pink in this?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's also known for her role as Miss Kepler in the Barney series. The kids show.
Oh.
Yep. You didn't know that?
No, my
Cam, did you?
I played fifth.
She was also in a Walker Texas Ranger too, so she spends a lot of time in Texas. I'm going play the clip. I'm sorry. I'm derailing this.
Mickey Rourke, Barney, and Chuck Norris. Seriously. That woman, she shoots for the stars. Right? All right, here we go.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I want to go home. I don't want to die. I want to die. I don't want to die. I want to go home. I don't want to die.
And then he shoots a random person.
And he didn't even have a bear.
Right.
She kind of reminds me of somebody, though. Like, all I could think of was...
I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Down, get a hold of yourself.
Yeah, that's beverage time.
No, she meets her fate.
He's trying to do the same thing as the guy with the bear, pretty much.
And she's not escaping here. She's addicted to walking in malls.
That's all she's trying to do is fucking have to finish my walk.
That! You're breaking my concentration.
So knowing those things about Trejo, like the uncomfortable look on this woman's face is.
Oh yeah, she's not acting.
Because she's not acting. So like the whole like gun thing.
Yeah, like
with Noel Trejo, you think?
So he's licking her, and she's this is not.
That is a real reaction right
she
there.
She is not that good of an actress. She
Trejo. This is what my character would do. I believe I believe it. Oh, here's the office in the wall that
so the
for whatever
reason
exists.
Yeah, but the reason they went to the mall is the main bad guy. This is where his headquarters is, which is just ridiculous. It's just, and then if this truly was his headquarters and he has like some kind of ownership of this mall, like where he can have free reign. I mean, even if he doesn't own the mall, somebody's got to know that he's got this in here and he's up to no good. So they must be okay with him doing some no good, right? Doings in this place. Then why couldn't they just walk into the mall? Like, why couldn't they just,
why didn't he like basically open the door for them?
Yeah, or like why couldn't he have had people that work for him like get them into this place unscathed?
You know what it kind of reminds me of? It kind of reminds me of like a spot that would be like way down.
Zinger. Sit anyway, like anywhere. Sit there.
This is
his gorgeous chair. It's Michael Graves.
Office?
It's very comfortable.
I love how they have to do like a full like 360 pan around to be like, check this office out.
Yeah, and also like
he says, all 3 props we have.
And also that he's like, sit wherever you like, but sit here. I wish that they would have showed that this had a storefront.
Yeah,
like his office, like it just says like over the top it says like
the back of a Yonkers,
or it just says like bad guy office and more.
Bad guy LLC.
You wanted 20. I talked him down. Prick. So this is my little playground. You like? I run all my operations out of here.
So just to be clear, that guy is Paul Ben Victor.
Well, and this guy is
yeah, that guy.
Yeah, his character is the dumbest character in the history of movies.
Yeah, Howard.
Yeah, so we don't know what his scheme is. Like the scheme is that he broke himself out of prison, but now he has to break himself out of the mall that he kind of owns. The plot is so flimsy and his character is so flimsy.
I'm glad you said that because I didn't want to be the only one trying to figure out what the point of him was.
Yeah, because he demands like a helicopter to get out of there. You never had to go there in the first place. You killed the police that knew where you were. Like it. All right. And then Corey, you wanted me to put these all in here. I cut them very, very short because but yeah, like this movie is like these long fights.
Yeah.
And then these super like sensitive conversations, but they can't. None of the actors are good enough to pull it off.
No, and like they just don't make any sense.
We'll be okay.
Sensitive criminal.
And then I can't tell if she's clearly supposed to be the love interest. Is she the love interest of that guy or of Mickey Rourke? I don't get it.
Mickey wants her. No, not Mickey.
Danny Trejo.
Trejo. Yeah, Trejo.
No, I know. No. But like she clearly has an affection for Mickey Rourke's character for the 20 seconds of time they have together, and then also this kid because he's not that bad of a guy. Okay. And then this scene. So the guy that he's talking to is the character Billy, who's his brother.
Yep.
Watch how he. I believe I've never I don't know who this guy is. Like I don't know what other movies he's been in. I don't really follow this guy, but I don't believe that this is his actual face. I believe he's making a Mickey Rourke face during especially this scene, but also his death scene to so he looks more like his on-screen brother.
Yeah, so they look like they're actually related.
I can't do it, but dude,
is that Mickey Rourke, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Trent. Wait,
yeah,
Mickey? Trent. There he is. Wait, Mickey?
Yeah.
There's Trent.
So watch this. So because you know the Mickey Rourke face, right?
You're wasting all my guys, Rudy.
I'm just doing what I
got
got to do.
The eyebrows thing going on. Yeah.
Anyway. So Corey wanted me to put this scene. Corey's like, the only reason I brought up this movie was because of this scene, and it needs to be in there. I'm not doing this show anymore.
Oh, God.
Yeah, Wav also said, I swear to God, if anything's censored in Shopping Mall.
And by the way, when you did your fake apology through the text the other day,
a disclaimer.
I answered with a top 10 comeback, and it's no response.
I mean, that sounds about right.
You know,
I just got to let you know, Trent, I did LOL.
Oh, I didn't see it on there.
Oh, no, yeah, I didn't text it, but I did.
Yeah, you know,
Real life.
you know how small that makes a person feel. You know,
I didn't know what to say to that. So yeah, I didn't know what to say. But I had a disclaimer because I had never seen this, and then when I watched it, I'm like, there's a lot of Danny Trejo and such in this movie that I wasn't prepared for.
Yeah, so we're gonna watch the entirety.
Scene I wanted to see.
The entirety of this scene because Corey demanded it. But this scene does not make sense. This lady is actually one of the mall people.
Oh yeah, because she goes off with Danny, and
so you give her a little bit of coke, and then she becomes. She has she just starts dancing exotically.
Productive.
No, I didn't put the whole scene in there. I'm not some pervert. All right. Oh, and then just the text. Let's bring this up here. The text. This is just so classic. Corey is for the record. I've never seen it, and all the sexually stuff was a surprise to me. That was 10 days after we decided to watch the movie. 10 days.
Yeah.
Late apology.
I guess in my defense, it was more so the Danny Trejo, like his acting of him just apparently being Danny Trejo himself. And I wasn't prepared for that.
So anyway.
Did you end up watching this twice?
No.
Oh, you didn't do it twice?
I guess in the sense that I had to clip it.
You had to clip them so you saw them. Cam definitely watched this twice. I'm just playing. Go to the next scene. Okay,
so they just had I think this fight was actually cool, but I didn't want to clip it. But they have this fight in the paint shop, and as they're shooting at the paint cans, the paint's going on them. It was cool. It looked cool. It didn't make sense.
The shop should have exploded.
It should have.
It should have. And then this is the real connection of these two movies: is paint and a mall.
Paint and fight. Yeah, fighting. Yeah, the bad guy, good guy, paint. Yeah, there we go.
They do sell paint in malls, I think.
I thought this was that store that's being repaired, being fixed.
What? Was it? Okay. Where did you get the paint?
Because there's like scaffolding in there and stuff.
Oh, good point.
So the biggest thing about this movie is that all of the bad guys, except for Danny Trejo, and the main bad guy, like minus those two guys, all of the bad guys have a moment where they could have taken out Mickey Rourke and they choose not to. Like it's just like
multiple times, yeah.
And now you're like, I don't know what's going on. The like when the police show up, they tell us that these are the world's worst criminals. At least Texas is
only Texas though.
The worst criminals in Texas are,
and they're seriously out of control.
Yeah, well, and that puts them probably top 3 in the world then.
Well, but when they have an opportunity to kill the guy that's killing them, they break. The honor code is out there, and they're like, I'm not. We'll let you survive.
I disagree with the tagline that they're saying that they're the most dangerous and they're seriously out of control, because we saw all of them have like a heart to heart in this movie, and they're very sensitive.
I guess
sensitive criminals, and they're out of control.
And I didn't know when to bring this up, but okay, so Mickey Rourke's character is that this is how I understood it. He was a U.S. Marshal. Not currently. Yep. He walked off the job, right? So he was a U.S. Marshal, but yet the police just let him go in and commit multiple murders, right? Like, maybe Good Samaritan rules are different.
Did they let him in, or wasn't he like outside and they were talking to him, and then they did one of these turn around and they looked back and he was gone?
Yeah, but they know he was in there because they even used his word about where the young guy is.
Yeah. Yo, his name is Rudy. Rudy Ray. He's like, where'd Rudy go? He probably just went home. There's no way he went into the mall.
More Leonard Skinner type riffing here with a really bad guitar tone. Like with the clean tone wasn't so bad, but that dirty tone's nasty. It sounds like a digital box. I don't know. 1998.
A 1998 digital dot, yeah.
Nobody. But you got to be somebody.
It was right about here where the Die Hard producers walked in and said, hey, we need to film our scene here now. So if you guys can get out of here.
You guys gonna wrap this up?
I ain't looking forward to spending the rest of my life in no cage, mister.
Took 4 writers.
It took less writers to write the song playing.
Oh yeah, and it's clearly like a drum machine.
Yeah, it's like when you mention the tone, I'm like, this is like the crappiest MIDI guitar tone.
Oh,
that's an Alesis SR16
that's
right
exactly
there.
what I was gonna say. That's exactly what I was gonna say. That kick drum is.
I knew I recognized it somewhere. Yeah.
It was probably on like one of those like rolling like BR 600s where it had the guitar tone in it, the Cosm. I can't do that face. You know when Kermit the Frog makes that like
when he sucks in his mouth.
That's the face, and I can't do it. But he, yeah, here we go.
That's his look when he's grooving to that jam right there. That beat. Yeah.
This is the other scene with different music, right?
Hey, Rude.
And neither of these guys pull this scene off. Neither of them.
I should have stayed on the bus, huh?
He's trying to make that face with his. I'm telling you,
he's trying to do it again.
It's okay.
Oh, go ahead. Oh, was that? Oh, you're doing the face. Oh, dude, you do got it. Where'd Trent go? That Rudy? That's Rudy. No.
I can't do it. It's hard. All right. No, so that scene, all I could think of watching that scene.
I was just thinking this.
Oh, something. What, mate?
He sounds just like the last character in the last scene, too.
You're my brother.
The Tropic Thunder got her from watching Point Blank. How should we do this scene? I know how to do it. So, who's this guy? I recognize him.
That's the dad.
Okay, yeah.
That's their dad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was in the Major League movies.
He's coach.
Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to remember that.
But so I didn't cut this. This is from that. This is right into this. Are they saying that he sensed that his son just died? Or maybe he's wearing AirPods and just listening on the news. But yeah. The different music.
I kind of like it. I like the piano. And cut.
So Corey wanted me to put this scene in here too. I agree. I agree with this one though, because this one, the amount, like, how far away are these guys from each other that they miss all of the shots?
Oh, dude, unbelievable. Obviously, because it's a movie, I'm being a little dramatic there, but many shots do they take? It's almost as if he was like literally just trying to miss.
But yeah, both movies have this in common. The I don't know where to stand when I'm about to die type of thing. And all those people should be running. Their captors are fighting themselves. And I don't know how far they are away from each other. 15 feet?
Party's over, pretty boy!
He would be way better at shooting. I mean, granted, he has had a lot of donut white powder, too. But, like, he's a criminal. That's what he does.
Yeah, but yeah, he's also first half of the movie had pretty good aim.
yeah, he shot that cowboy.
Yeah.
You know, he shot the
cowboy.
The
teddy bear.
The redheaded blonde guy.
Yeah. Why do I feel like the laugh was just his decision as well? I'm convinced they didn't write a script for him.
He just showed up on set.
He just showed up. They're like, Danny, perfect.
I'm gonna guess they didn't write the script for Mickey Rourke either.
Yeah, there's 4 people who did write it.
That's why they had to do
what?
That's why they had to do all the slow-mo, so it made it look like Mickey Rourke could move.
How long is this movie? It was like just over an hour and a half, I think. No, hour 29.
Like you're trying to save these people, right? Like, and that guitar tone is just.
It's like they just changed the drum patch in the song.
What was that?
They just changed the drum patch. They just went from like patch 1 to patch 2. Different tone.
Yeah,
I'm way more into the music than I am the movie at this point.
But so, and then again, we're 15, 20 feet away. And he's not even flinching.
Nothing.
Oh, cracking his neck. I mean, once you've clicked it 6 times.
During filming, they had no idea what was about to happen here. They're like, just walk up to each other and, oh crap, what should we do?
Well, and then, okay, even if he was a U.S. Marshal, this guy is now unarmed. You could detain this guy. Straight up murder.
Did you say yes?
What did I do?
What did I do? Oh, great.
All right, last scene.
Had anything to do with your brother Joe, did it?
We just had to have that one more opportunity for Mickey Rourke to not just be an action, moron. We had to give him this. They let him deliver another like sensitive, meaningful line, and just really just command the scene here.
You had a lot to do with my brother Joe.
Another great line.
Rudy, you both ran the fast track.
We don't need it. And then this is the criminal kid that wasn't that bad. Now he got the dead brother's car.
Yep.
And I just wanted to show just this one thing, and then we're done with the clips. Is that so he's driving, I don't know, what, 50, 60 miles an hour? Like he's currently moving. He's moving. Yet we can peel out.
At least it's on. You know.
And then that was our ode to Leonard Skinner again.
I mean, I gotta say, if I find the soundtrack for this, it might happen.
Yeah,
I might have to get it. Speaking of, I mean, not to derail this movie, but you guys, I sent you the picture of Rad. Got the soundtrack.
Yeah, you should collect all the soundtracks from the movies that we're
from all the movies that we do.
Man,
that'd be a lot.
That Dark Backward soundtrack's gonna be a tough one to find.
Ooh, that'd be a gem, though. That would be.
Speaking of soundtracks, Cam, in his cleverness, is adding vinyls that are thematic to the episodes here, and I'm going to point it out because I want people to be looking at the next ones and seeing if they can put together the cleverness of the secret. Right? It's like a decoder ring type of secret stuff here. So. So this week, Cam added Dark Side of the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Because you can make that the soundtrack for Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, right? The second Paul Blart, to keep with the mall theme. And I think that is super, super clever. So
is that a real thing? Like, or did you just make that up?
No,
it's a real thing, and it's really fun. You should do it sometime.
Yeah, I guess so. Just in case we have viewers that don't know about this, you can take Dark Side of the Moon and play it from the second Lion's Roar of Wizard of Oz, and you'd play it twice throughout the movie, and it matches up with different scenes of Wizard of Oz. But Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 was written in the same to
be able to do that,
and which is fun, mixed in the movie. To me more watchable than watching it without that, I guess.
And it only took 2 people to write that movie.
Yeah. I mean,
but was it better than either of these?
We'll find out next week. No.
Yeah. No, actually, we'll find out right now. Cam, how about we do our final thoughts? You think so? You think so?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll do one at a time. All right. So go ahead and start with
the mall movie.
Oh, yeah. Start with the mall movie. Yep. Not that one.
Oh. Shoot. No, Shopping Mall is a gem. It's a lot of fun. It's obviously self-aware, and so that makes it more fun. But it's only watched it twice now, and I had a good time both times. And are we doing reviews right now too, Wav? Or
like what your number?
Yeah, our number review.
Yeah, you might as well. Yeah, actually, yeah. Give you a review, and then my new question is: Would you buy this movie?
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, yes, I would buy this movie. I'm gonna give it a 6, just for it. It's fun. It's not a good movie on purpose. It's fun, and that head explosion is hilarious.
It is.
The first time I saw it, I stood up and gave it like a standing ovation.
I can see you doing that. I mean, Shopping Mall for me. I've seen it twice now, and it's exactly how I remember it because I remembered it, but it was a little bit more fun watching it this time because knowing that we're going to discuss it. But I mean, overall, like I ranked it originally when I watched it a 4, so lower than Cam, and I guess because I'm ranking it on my horror movies, I guess, and it was kind of just cheesy, and maybe I think at the time I didn't like it, but I did up it to a 5. when I watched it this time. So that's what I got for Chopping Mall. I know Trent's going to give it a 10. He's got the T-shirt on.
Yeah, would I buy this movie? Yeah, I would buy this T-shirt.
Oh, I would. I'm sorry. I would buy this movie as well.
You know what? Okay, I'm not gonna. I mean, I know it's not a good movie, but
that's the whole point, right?
But it's a different movie. I mean, it's not. It's. I mean, there's nothing else like it, right? I mean, there's other movies where robots lose control, but they don't happen in a mall. I mean, they're really all the ingredients got together in this movie, right? I thought this movie was clever. It's really fun if you like Fast Times at Ridgemont High because it's the same mall. I mean, it's,
or Commando or Terminator 2.
I just I mean, I know I've always liked this movie, and I remember renting it, and it was always a movie that like I guess this doesn't make sense to you guys. This is the nostalgia factor that Corey keeps bringing up, but I was able to rent this movie from places because it didn't seem like it was the Slaughterhouse type of movie. It wasn't that slasher type of movie.
Texas Chainsaw. It wasn't.
Yeah, and so they would let a 10-year-old rent this, right? And
could you also buy cigarettes from the vending machine outside?
I'll tell you what. It wasn't too many years after this that I would wait until the guy at the bowling alley would go into the back, and then I would get cigarettes from the machine, and
when they're not looking.
Yeah, I'd be like, I'd bring like $4 and be like, I need all coins because I'm gonna finish Cruising World this week, and if you guys remember that game, this driving game, and then he'd get me quarters, and then I'd just wait till he wasn't looking, and then just dump them in the cigarette machine, and then just bolt. Anyway, I'll just do my point blank.
Your point system, yeah. So
sorry, my score for Chopping Mall. I'd give it a 6 as well.
Wow.
And then I'll go into the
score tonight.
Point Blank. No, I would not buy Point Blank. I'm glad I watched it. I like to know that those movies exist. But it is a mess of a movie, but it's still fun. I mean, sadly, and I blame Corey for this. I was watching it with my parents.
No. Okay.
I'm too old to have parents at this point.
No.
Just kidding. So I would give Point Blank I don't want to give it a 2, so I'm gonna give it a 3. I'll give it a 3.
Cool.
It was fun. It was stupid.
I'm just gonna tell you what I gave it. I gave it a 4. All right.
Okay.
I gave it a 4 just because it was a stupid. Like I said, it was stupid, just like the other movie. But stupid as in like, this is ridiculous. This is awesome. Kind of stupid in a ways, and it just reminded me of all these other movies. Con Air, Die Hard, The Rock, just all these action movies. It just reminded me all of it, and that's why I kept saying like I feel like they filmed this movie in between like takes of other movies, and they just kind of went with it. And now I'm convinced that Trejo, he just walked on set, and they're like, "You're in," or he was like, "Mickey," and they just made a great movie. I know. I give it a 4. It's not a great movie. I see you're messing with the studio there, and I saw Robert De Niro again from Chopping Mall. I think he looks like him.
I was gonna say this for a second, but no, keep going.
That's it. Yeah.
So Corey gives it a 4.
Give it a 4.
Let's see what Cam High Score Wabadak gave that movie a 4. Just living true to his name.
Would not buy. I agree.
I wouldn't buy it either.
Yeah. I agree.
No,
he said no.
Okay, sorry.
I agree, Trent, that it's like, I don't know, can you recommend it, or is it just like, okay, it was worth doing once? Like, I don't know. It's bad. It's bad, but it's not as self-aware. It seemed like it was trying to be those other movies. Going last is always weird. I gotta give it a 3. real stinker. But I guess I kind of, now that you mentioned that it's kind of like Connor, I kind of think it's a better movie.
Yeah. Well, like,
but like Connor's so self-aware. It's like, you know, if is that what they were trying to do here? Like
100%. Even with the bus scene.
Yeah.
But another thing with the self-awareness, I guess, is that with the stripper pole scene, right? Like she's covered in that cowboy's blood, right? Like,
yeah.
So it's like it's not like they were trying to be sexy, but so maybe they were self-aware that this movie is just this ridiculous thing.
And to that point, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but yeah, Trejo just like kills her.
Yeah, right after that. Yeah.
Yeah, he does everything and then just offs her.
He offs her like she's some kind of cowboy or mall walker, you know?
Yeah. She didn't deserve it. I apologize. IMDb gives Chopping Mall a 5.6 out of 10. And it gives Point Blank 4.2 out of 10. So yeah.
Here, and I'm gonna show this real quick. Just maybe it'll give Chopping Mall some more street cred with the folks. I forgot to mention this during this scene. If you guys can listen to the dialogue here, back to the scene where he says it that the thing snuck up on him. But when he shows him his badge, listen to what this character says.
Here, Klaatu Barada Nikto, okay?
Klaatu Barada Nikto. That's from Evil Dead. For you know,
just summon
the Necronomicon. Demon. Yeah, and so you just get points just for bringing that up. That's just fun. Anyway, what a neat little.
That's a good catch.
Yeah, little Easter egg.
You know, that's a really good Easter egg. Well, yeah, I mean, that was a lot of fun. We got some more movies we're going to watch next week. I'm excited for those. I guess I don't want to give away which ones because if people
we don't know.
Because we don't quite know. Yeah. No. But no, yeah, I guess that's all, folks. Thanks for hanging out tonight.
At the mall.
Thanks for hanging out at the mall. Cam, thanks for hanging out. Trent, thanks for hanging out. And everybody who's watching, thanks for hanging out. And click that like button and you got to subscribe and make a comment. But thanks again, everybody, for hanging out with us on Do You Remember This Movie?
Or this TV show.
I guess I'm just not used to being chased around a mall in the middle of the night by killer robots.